Whatever day and time you're listening to this, blessings on you and your family, and friends, and community. Um, this is in pursuant to an ice fishing shelter, shanty, shack, whatever you want to call it, hut, tent, gazebo, and I got a few things to say on that. What I'm doing is just really a quick walk around here. I got it set up yesterday with my son's help. Two of my sons came by to help me with the trailer, and we took about 30 seconds to pop this out and get it set up. So I don't want to go into a whole lot on the construction of it and what I think of it, because it's not my point here. I just wanted to show that I've got it. The question in this is, will they stand up to high wind? Well, I saw a test on a similar shelter, a hub type shelter, and it set up to 120-mile-an-hour wind, and they did not even have it staked down at all. Like, I want to show you this at least. This is so cheap. I just can't believe they did this. These things are made, these are to pull the hubs out with. You cannot grip that hard enough to pull anything. I'm going to replace that with a loop. That's just idiotic, totally idiotic. So, and that's where you tie you should be able to clip on that with a carabiner or whatever and tie a rope to it, loop a rope to it and take it down about 3 feet out. That was against the wind. The shelter I saw it stand up to 120-mile-an-hour wind did not have that. It was not staked down. Now I have it staked down on the inside in three of the four corners, and I have wood on those, and it's down into a depression here. I think you can see that. That was my original intent, and I dug that out enough, and it fits in there perfectly. I'd like to have a little bit more so that the that skirt, which should come out about, it says 15 inches, that's nowhere near 15 inches. I'll walk around here. It's maybe 8 inches maximum. On the corners, maybe 10. But I've got rocks on it. It's down in the ditch, and there's 3 stakes, so I don't care what kind of wind comes up, it's not going to go anywhere. I'll eventually get those loops replaced with real loops. Those pieces of stupid fabric replaced. I'm going to pull one out for the heck of it. There we go. That is retarded. Very substandard, sub-quality, poor quality, dumb quality, bad quality, no quality. The other thing is, on this tent, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. It's all black. It's hard to tell the inside from the outside, and it's hard to tell the top from the bottom. So now I know the top from the bottom. I can tell that the windows are on the sides, and there's an air vent on the sides. I think there's only one vent, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing. Let me check one. There's only one on this side, then there's probably not one on the other side. There's not one on the other side. No, there's only one vent. Okay, there's no vent to let air in, just heat out. A little stiffener thing there. That's well and good. Most of them, you can see through there, the other side. That's not, there you go. The windows come off, they're Velcro. I could actually pop that off, pretty sure. The other one's not put on as well. I'll go check it. So I'll walk around here. I'm hoping that a lot of rain doesn't get in there because it's going to get wet. And it'll be fine. I'll just pick it up and put it somewhere else. I'll have to go in and pull the leaks. I don't think I could do it. I'm able to do it from the outside. I don't know. Depends. Remember this rock. Don't get rooted. Okay. Sometimes one rock is too many. Yeah, right there I saw it. Let's see if I can do that. Left-handedly. There's the biggest one. Okay, so I'm not good. Now I gotta go in and just shut it. I don't want rain to get in there too much. I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, no, I don't care. That's not even going to prevent rain from getting in, because that rain will come right down here and go right inside all the time. That's not good. Rain will drip down here. Drain water in. The hub's already sure wind. It can't get under it to lift. You got to understand, a tent is a big giant airplane wing. can be an airplane wing, it can be a shelter from the storm, it can be kill you. So that's one of my concerns about this whole project, is to come up with a shelter that can stand up to high winds. So as long as I'm on the subject, I want to just briefly say, to start looking at, and I'll put links below in the description on all these things. I'll put a description for, I don't know, I'll try to get one for this tent, my favorite ice shelter tent, which is the Clam C890 is an okay one. It's 89 square feet. The Otter Vortex Pro Resort is 103 square feet, I believe they say it is, whatever. There's another one, the Gazelle is a hubs type shelter, supposed to be 107 square feet. But then my favorite of all time, this is something I've been looking for 20 years, I kid you not. And this whole course of action of my friend Dave sending me a video of Steve Wallis, W-A-L-L-I-S, W-A-L-L-I-S, Steve Wallis. His wife just passed away recently, or passed away some time ago, I don't know when, but he does stealth camping and a lot of cold weather stuff and hot weather stuff. He took a Otter Vortex Pro Resort, like exactly the same tent I wanted to have originally. That's what my original goal was, to get one of those. I was going to buy it if I had to save up money for 3 or 4 months and, put shekels aside every month. I was going to do it, but I've moved on to bigger and better things. So, recap this quickly, as long as I got time. Otter Vortex Pro Resort is about 103 square feet. It's hexagonal. It has a full door, which these things are. I knew it would be hard, and it was very hard getting in and out of that thing, especially with but I don't like it at all. If I stepped in there and slipped, air. So that one hose goes in. It doesn't have a hose with taking air out. It's not recirculating the air in and out and then back in. So I said, this is blowing hot air in from outside. So because of the change, Anyway, it's got to have air coming in from somewhere, and if it's blowing air in, it's taking it out of it's sucking the air out of the inside of the shelter and cooling it down and then blowing it into the shelter. Well, it's sucking the air in. That means the air is going to come in from outside under the skirts and through the doors and any cracks and crevices and stuff. So you don't want that. So anyway, the shelter I'm about to tell you about is phenomenal. I've been looking for something like this for 20 years. It's like, I kid you not, it looks like it was designed by NASA. It looks like a space age structure, and it is a space age structure. I came up with my phrase for it, is a description of it, is it's a space age shelter made out of space age materials for space age conditions. In other words, very high heat, Mars and Venus, very extreme cold like the moon or Pluto or Venus, Pluto or Uranus. Don't go stay in Uranus. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Jupiter, ice cold conditions, sub-freezing conditions. So it's made out of very, very weatherized material, very highly insulated material, and it's not great. But I found out where it was born at. The idea was born at Burning Man in New Mexico, Black Rock, New Mexico, the Playa Desert. And that is a place where people go every year. About 80,000 people show up for one weekend or 1 week or whatever. It takes about a week to set up, probably. They go in there and they have a good time. They burn a big effigy of a human being. I don't know why it's called Burning Man. Look it up yourself. Do your own research. But it's a phenomenal place to test structures against high wind, because it will destroy what you have if it can't stand up to high wind, like 80 to 100 mile an hour winds I'm talking. So you're going to be facing with very, very hot climate and very, very high winds. So the high winds is one thing you got to deal with. The other thing is you got to deal with is who was that? My son. Can't see. Looks like a van. Anyway, it is a climate and an area and a time that you test your equipment to the extremities. And what I'm going to tell you about this pod shelter, it's a hub system shelter, like that, a hub system where you just pop out. In fact, I can show you that much. Where the hub system is made to set it up very quickly and take down very quickly. This system I'm telling you about, this shelter, is they can set it up in 20 seconds. I think they can set it up in 10 seconds actually. Watch this. I'm gonna hold the phone in my other hand. And so if I can hold that where you can see it. If I had my tripod here, it would really be nice, right? Did I turn it around? There it is. Got to see the screen. So I think you got the idea from some of my other videos. But and if you watched any of my videos that I give links for, boom, pop those three sides in, pop the top down, fold it up, put it in the bag, put it on your back, and go hide to another location if you don't like where you're at. Very easy to do. Now I got to pull that back out. Might take two hands to do it. I don't think so, but if it does, I got to set this phone down. So I got to put my hand up at the top to pull it. Okay, here we go. Boom. You could hear that. And just tight enough up here I can put my hand out to balance myself. So that's about it. So the shelter I'm going to tell you about: forest fires, medical, burn sit, like this, and wheel two, like this, and wheel two gurneys in, two for the insulation, the quality, or the durability, or anything. So shift pod 3 is what I want to get, because you can see I can just make this excavation bigger. I can put it up over this whole excavation. I'm going to have my rocket stove system in there before long. I'm not doing well physically, but I don't have any help. I'm going to keep plugging away at it as I have time and I can handle it physically. So that's about it. All right. Yeah, we bless everybody. Let me turn this around. All right. Get back in gear and help somebody else other than themselves. If you've been living your whole life and being selfish, please stop. It's not going to turn out well for you. Get off your butt. Help somebody else. You know, this is a ministry and an effort that I could really use some help with, financially, physically. Right now, I'm not doing well. I'll put it that way. Okay. I had an incident the other day that was scary. I made it. I survived, but I can't duplicate it. Okay. I don't have the time and the energy and the longevity in my life to do that. So anyway, please help, and please help somebody other than yourself. All right. Goodbye. God bless. Back off here. Get another shot at it. So there's a door on this side and a door there. Doors are on these things are always on catty corners, diagonally. So, oh, one more thing is quality. Let's talk about quality. One last thing. Your zippers. If you don't have YKK zippers, you don't have a real shelter. Okay? Fact. Now there is one other zipper out there. That should say YKK. Japanese company, phenomenal. There's one other company in the world that is a good zipper company. That's SBS. I don't know what it stands for, but it's I don't know what YKK stands for either. But SBS Zippers is a Chinese company. YKK is a Japanese company, and they're giving them one for their money worldwide on the world market. But so they're good zippers. There are two good zippers, but if you don't have SBS on it, you don't got a good shelter, and your zipper may take very good care of it because it may go out. That's a pretty heavy zipper, so that's good. And lube them too. That's what Shift Pod says, lube your zippers. So I'm going to get back a ways and get another shot at it. So I got rocks around it, on it. You can see the piece of firewood there on the other corner. And stake down both on the south. The south wind usually comes from the south. That's south. When you're seeing, you're looking south right now. So those two corners are staked down, and I don't remember which, this near corner to me is staked down. I don't think I got all four corners staked down. I staked them down from the inside. I had to go in and stake it from the inside. But anyway, the stake points are not great either. Nothing is great about this tent other than the fact that it actually worked finally. I had a very hard time getting it set up because it's all, like I said, it's all black. Do not get one that's all one color. The guy was doing a clam, and he said, I know the roof was gray, so I had to get that up. That really helps. The shift pod, like I said, they can set that in 20 seconds, I think. I don't know what the new record is. I think it could set it up in 10 seconds. 7 seconds, actually, I think. Anyway, all right. More or less shot of it. That's my excavation, my archaeological dig. Yeah. So we'll talk about the rocket stove later. All right, goodbye, God bless. Excuse me, was on live chat. Any comments? Nope. No comments? Come on. Should be a comment or two. Nothing? Okay. Well, enjoy. Bye-bye. I'll try to get all the links in here when this uploads.